It's a hold down, what you know now. Breaking you round town, girl, let's calm down. That's where your knees, they belong. Cause I'm a king up on my throne. If you give me my knees will be grown. Exponentially, dog, with the flow. I keep it moving like the waves in the seas. Still doing this shit, nothing but breeze. I surround myself with a few breezes to give me ease. I do it how I do. Just make sure you eat your stew mixed with the peas. It's your boy J Thoughts here once again, and as always, hit those favorite buttons of mine. That's that like, that share, that subscribe. It really helps the channel grow tremendously. Let's get a boost in our subscribers and our engagement. Today, we're talking about pick me. What is a pick me? This is a new term that's been introduced into the internet space for a while, and it's got a lot of women running off in fear of being labeled as a pick me. What is a pick me? A pick me is a woman who openly displays behavior that's advantageous for her to get picked by the type of men that she wants. And there's been an uproar against not wanting to look like a pick-me, according to women, right? This is a term that women have coined. Men don't care about shit like that. Because all the behavior a woman does as a pick-me is display behavior that men find attractive. So here's the move that women will do, fellas. Pay attention. Anything that a woman does not qualify for in her mind, she's gonna shame that and try to make that look negative in an effort to boost her self-esteem and what her overall projected value would be to men. She also doesn't want to lose the sisterhood component of the crabs in a bucket mentality that a lot of women who are losing in the dating market often have, right? Misery loves company. If woman A cannot get a man, or cannot get the type of man that she thinks she qualifies for, then she does not want woman B to have that man in front of her, right? She's gonna shame whatever the behavior of woman B is doing to get that man. Oh, you cook for your man? You clean for him? You be serving him? He could do his own shit, right? She's trying to pull you into the universe of non-pick-meism. I just coined that. So what am I saying? What's the point? The point is, a pick-me, right? A woman who's not a pick-me is just mad that she's not getting picked. See, women don't know how to reflect internally and tell the truth about where they're coming from, where their intents and motives are coming from. They just know how to do outward shaming tactics, right? So anything a woman does that's beneficial for her in a relationship with a man of value, a woman who knows she doesn't qualify for that, she don't want to hear that shit. They'll often do it to men, right? Men describe, tell me if I'm lying. A lot of times men will openly communicate with women and describe exactly the type of traits they look for in a woman. From all the shit I've heard, usually it ain't no more than 5 things. Usually 3. Right? Fit, feminine, submissive. In shape, childless, and nice. Right? We just want like 3 things. What's the first thing that women do when you tell them that? They're immediately going to try to plug holes and pick apart that, dissect that, to try to invalidate what we really desire. See, a pick-me is only a woman who displays certain wifely duties, certain, quality girlfriend duties that would keep her in a healthy, long, sustaining relationship with a man of quality. But the women who want those men of quality, they don't know how to get those men. Or even worse, they know exactly how to get those men and they don't give a fuck about doing what it's going to take to get those men. They don't want to do that work. So they'd rather shame everyone around them that is doing the work to try to level the playing field in their mind. Where do we see this mindset? We see it in school, right? Everybody who does well in school is called a teacher's pet or a nerd because you score high academically. Who are they getting picked on by? They're not getting picked on by other nerds. They're getting picked on by the losers, the people who are flunking in class. Because they know they can't measure up to them intellectually. So they're going to try to bring those intellects down to the level where they're at. And they feel like, okay, now I have a shot of winning. I used to play basketball as a young kid growing up, and I was taller than everybody, in grade school for the most part. And I was talented. I was usually one of the better basketball players. And I remember in like fifth grade, I'm 10 years old. I'd show up to the court ready to play ball with the rest of the kids, and I remember times I'm showing up and they'd be like, oh, he's here. Like, man, we don't want to play no more. Right? Because when people realize they don't measure up to somebody, they're going to try to do anything and everything to level the playing field so that they don't have to feel inferior. This is what women do when we talk about being pick-me's. Most of the women, if not all, who complain about pick-meism are women who are not worthy of being picked. Beautiful women out there, the girls who know they're pretty, the girls who everyone else knows they're pretty, without a doubt. All bullshit aside, no cap. Tell me y'all don't get some of the biggest hate from women who know they don't look as good as you. And that's the only reason why they don't like you. It's because they know, and you know, and they know that you know, that they don't measure up to you physically. There's girls who've gotten beat up just for being pretty. The hate is strong with a lot of women in that regard. Men do it too, but men know how to call that shit out when we see it. I used to be a bouncer, so I would laugh at dudes when they try to get at a girl, right? No game, approach, fail, boom. Now all of a sudden the bitch is ugly as fuck because she don't like you? Cause she said no thank you. Now she a piece of shit? Bro, we could see through that. You hating cause you wasn't getting picked. It's no different with women. When they're not a pick-me, they wanna shame the pick-me's because it makes them feel better. So if I can convince them, if I can lie out loud and convince enough people to believe the lie along with me, then I have the ultimate power. This is the mindset of a lot of these women. If I can shame what men's standards are and shame the women who meet those standards, then at the end I win. I win this game. And it's all bullshit. You have to be able to see that bullshit coming a mile away. So ladies who are so afraid of breaking the sister code, the woman code, and keeping this crabs in a bucket mentality of, hey, we should all stay at this low level of contempt for men and not aspire to rise and meet the requirements of the men that we deem as worthy, then you'll forever be losing. The pick-me's have to stand out from the crowd. Hell, nowadays it ain't even that difficult. Like I said, men are very simple. We're not simple-minded, but we're simple. We only want 3 or 5 things from a girl, and we're good. We'll work with a girl who come with at least 3 of those. Right? I've said in previous videos, young, hot, childless, in shape, and pleasant. Those are only the 5 things. If a woman is coming with those 5 things, she's already won the game. But most women, let's keep it real, at least 1 or 2 of them joints is being crossed off at the bat. But if you come in with 3 or more of those things, most men will work with you. Being a pick-me is not difficult. It's the women who are vehemently against everything being a pick-me represents. Those are the ones that just don't get picked.